Hello there, you people. This is Matej. I hope, dude. Hopefully he'll say it in the very beginning. This is Matej with whatever. The Loopstation stuff. I love the Loopstation stuff. I love the solo beatboxing stuff. And I was having an imaginary argument with myself. What's up? How you doing? Are you ready for an imaginary argument? Sometimes I ask myself questions, and I think the questions are good, but no one else asked me. So like I'm just actually yelling at myself over my own questions. Because I was thinking about Dice's Loopstation and Metaj and how great they were, but then also the solo wildcards have been great. And I'm trying to like rectify that in my head, you know. And then I said one thing I said about Dice was that if you didn't know it was beatbox, you might not figure it out. You might just think it was Ableton or Logic or something. What's up, Cat? Cat wants to jump up. I was trying to rectify that. It's like, well, why would you push for beatbox to not sound like beatbox, right? Like solo beatbox is definitely beatbox. Please, Cat, go. So if solo beatbox sounds like beatbox, why would I be pushing for a lot of this Loopstation stuff? Yeah, and the easy way to justify that is go, well, it's fancier, it's got more levels to it, because the loops. But I think this is all me talking to myself and trying to remember me talking to myself, is that to remember that your ears change with time. They change based on what you've been hearing and what you expect out of certain instruments. This cat getting pushy. Now, we can't imagine this. Maybe you can. Maybe you're like 75 or something. I was not alive when Hendrix was playing guitar. Studied lots of Hendrix, love Hendrix. But if you were to be around the 50s, leading into the 60s where Hendrix goes, we got a lot of acoustic guitar, like country music, rockabilly, things that we would call now as rockabilly, and jazz going on. So when Hendrix is playing the guitar, yes, now we go, oh, it's a great guitar player, blah, 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 blah. But at the time, he did not sound like a guitar player. He sounded like some alien who had taken over an instrument. But now that we're 40 years later than Hendrix, we hear Hendrix and we go, oh, it's a guitar. No question. You're like, oh, it's a guitar player. Oh, that's good. Right? But at the time, that's not what a guitar sounded like. So I think it's the same thing with the beatboxing, is that what we hear today and go, that doesn't sound like beatbox. That's because it's new to our ears, and in time you'll go, that's beatbox. That's a Loopstation beatbox composition. And we just have to get used to the changing, our changing ears and how we hear music. You ever wonder why it's always the same for people? Typically, I don't know if this study's correct or not, but it's kind of like whatever music you listen to from, say, like 13 to 19, you say that's the music. But every era does that. That's the music. And the challenge is, when you're no longer 19, do you keep moving with the music? Because you're always going to be tugged back to that thing that you think is the best. You're going to go back and re-listen to artists, or artists that you listened to when you were in your teens, and now they have a new album out. So you don't have to. You don't have to change. You don't have to take new sounds in. But when people are like, oh, this new music stinks, it could be because the music stinks, but it also could be you're just not used to listening to this type of music and this structure. Cat, I'm gonna talk too much. I was going through some bad days. I'm in a better day. Not a great day. Good day. It's a good day. We're not in public. Went to a show. Second show since COVID. Anyways, this dude got 2 505s. Let's go.
Matej, and this is Matej for GBB21 World.
Oh, what's
Yo, I'm Matej, and this is Matej for
Matej?
GBB21
Matej. The J is like silent? Okay.
World League.
What? He comes in with that synth sound, I guessing is his voice. Is that 3 notes? I think those are the chords for the new. This is recorded before the song came out. I think those are the same chords distance wise for "Save Your Tears for Another Day" by The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. And I'm not ashamed that I like that song. Normally I would be, but that's a good song. Oh, that little water whistle. I will say, man, that little whistly thing against the bass is, you don't know until someone does it, and you're like, oh, that's dope. Steal that shit. Oh, I will say this, that little da-ga-da-ga-da, da-ga-da-ga-da, he's doing with the whistle. Here's some clever thing. Doesn't matter if he was intentionally doing this or not. It's in the key of the song. So while the chords are changing, that little da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da is always in key. It's kind of, it's good. When you have something that where the chords change, and then you got the little ostinato repeating phrase.
I don't wanna see what I have done. Cover my ears, cause I don't wanna hear who is gone. My time's up, I shouldn't be here anymore. Take me to another place where I can be myself. Rise up, don't look back to me, cause now I'm someone I didn't even wanna be. Take off your blindfold, take off your blindfold, take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold.
Wait. So he's using 1505 to chop his pitches? Like he's just chopping. He's like slicing on one to slice his notes up, and he's using the other one to make the construction of the thing. This also, man, all these loop stations are very well done.
Take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold. Take off your Take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold. Take off your blindfold.
Bro, that's good.
Take off your blindfold. 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 Take off your blindfold.
So this is the third loop station one, and I think so far it was Image, Dice, and then now Matej. I think they actually all approached it in a very different manner, right? So like if I talk about chopping and slicing or whatever, well, obviously, because when you're dealing with a loop station, that's how you're going to construct your sound. But I think the way they went about constructing it were all very different. So Dice went for this kind of heavy EDM, very synthetic sounding vocals that he like made very computerized, and then Image had this really odd pattern to what he was doing. It was slow, but it stacked in this weird way that made you be interested. And then now Matej, I think, is doing it with the two 505s. I think that really illustrates what he's doing. He's like, let me record and chop over here and let me build over here. Now, obviously, he did some structuring with the harmonies and stuff on the other one. But yeah, he's like, hold on. I've got two different abilities with the 505. So instead of trying to like constrain myself to the track limits, let me just have two 505s. So he's almost like a sampler with one. He's like, let me sample my own voice and let me build a song with the other one. Super strong. All three super strong. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened this year. Again, like I said it, I think, in a previous video. I don't know if I'm just more open-minded or my ear is different, but I feel like all of the contestants that I'm hearing, I feel like as a whole, the compositions and executions are just way better than a year ago. But it could be I listened to more beatbox and now I'm listening differently. Right? That's what we started off with. Maybe I'm listening differently. But I don't know, man. I think it's just better. That's what I got. I'm out.